Hello, viewers of Alex Madiba Show. My name is Alex Madiba. On YouTube, I have my show, which is the Alex Madiba Show. Mainly, I talk about business ideas, how to start businesses, and sometimes I advertise companies and stuff like that. But today, I just want to look at why some people think better when they are broke than when they have money. So sometimes unapata when you're broke, you have so many business ideas. You say, if I can get money, this is what I want to invest in. These are what I want to invest in. But when that money comes, I don't know where the ideas disappear from. You become broke even in your mind. You just want to spend all that money. You want to go out with friends, blah blah. But this does not apply to me only. It applies to even you who is watching. Sometimes I do not totally understand the reasons as to why this happens. But for me, I think kuna venye when you don't have money, you appreciate the things that you have. But the moment you get money, you want to change your phone, you want to change your TV, you want to change the place where you live. You don't have time, you're always busy. But sometimes when you are broke, when you don't have the money, that's the time when you have enough ideas. Because you have the time to think, you have the time to note certain things down. You don't even have the strength to go out because anyway, you don't have money, you're broke. So for me, if you want to come up with the best business idea, you have to think during that time when you're broke. That's when you sit down with your pen and a paper without any obstruction from anybody. Yeah, so sometimes when you sit down on your own and because you're broke, you're able to list down the number of businesses. You know, when you have money, sometimes you don't even think about research. Unaweza fikiria tu from nowhere and say, I want to invest in this. Nataka kuendea nguo Uganda ama viatu ama something like that. But when you're broke, you write down, list some of those things before you do your research. So guys, if you want to think and come up with the best business idea, it's that time when you don't have the money. So like I always say, that there are people who have the money but have no ideas, and there are those who have ideas but have no money. So it's true, but why is it that you think better when you're broke? To me, it's because one, you have the time because you cannot take yourself out anyway. Two, you appreciate the little things that you have when you're broke. So that alone gives you that mind to work so hard. You know, sometimes when you have money, you want to take everybody out. You want to do even those unnecessary things that people do. You get it? But if you're broke, you don't have the energy to do all those things. So guys, please, business is the way to go. Employment, of course, is a good thing. But when you're employed, you want to raise capital so that you're able to start a business. Yeah, but sometimes because when salary comes and you don't have any idea, you end up eating that money. Because what are you going to use the money for? So as you sit in those offices waiting for salary to come into your account, sit down, have a pen, list a number of businesses, whether you have 20,000, 50, 100, 1 million. Think about those businesses before you get the money, so that you can do research on your own, conclude, understand, and especially be able to minimize your costs. Because when you have money, sometimes you just want to invest even without thinking about the costs that will be incurred in trying to invest on the business. You don't think about it. So when you don't have the money, that's when you think, oh, okay, what is the cost of doing this particular business? Let's take an example of the water business. If you want to invest in the water business, there are so many expenses. Sometimes you need laboratory, sometimes you need anti-scalants, you need bottles, you need documentation and stuff like that. But because you have the money, you don't even mind. You say, all those things I'm going to afford them. So immediately you rush into the business, and sometimes that business ends up failing. Remember, a business that you think so much about and you really write down and research about it normally succeeds. For those who wake up just in the morning and say, I want to do this business, I'm telling you, that business won't succeed. So guys, let us tujikaze, let us not sit, let us think about what businesses we can do, because the reason as to why you have to do a business sometimes is so that there can be continuation, because right now you are working, right? You are employed somewhere. If something happens, God forbid, maybe you die, nobody in your home can take up that job, sindio? But if there is a business, a lot of people in your home will be able to go to the shop and operate that business. So let us think, let us change our minds and think about business any day, anytime. And my other issue is also the expenditure. We spend so much by the way, sometimes we forget why we are actually working. You work too much from morning to sunset, but when the money comes, it disappears so fast. How many of you can actually track how much they have spent? It's very difficult because you don't think about it, because you think the money is always there, you know. Mi niko na kazi hii, mshahara ikikuja this month, ya next month itakuja, so I will not think about how to manage the money I got from last month, sindio? So let us plan, let us save, let us think, yeah, but not to go away from the topic of today, which is why people think when they don't have money. Is I've listed to you the reasons. One is you're able to appreciate the little you have. Two, you have time. Broke people normally always have time. You have that time, you know, to call a friend. You have that time to receive a phone call that can take you even 1 hour. But rich people do not have that time. You call them, within 3 minutes they have disconnected you off. So let us learn those habits and be able to grow financially. Tomorrow I'm also going to talk about a certain topic, but for today, take that up. Think when you're broke, because you'll be able to come with the best ideas. Thank you so much for joining Alex Madiba Show. I appreciate by day for those who have been following me and those who have subscribed to my channel. I remember starting this channel I think in November, and now it's about 500 subscribers, and we are still growing and growing and growing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I request that you keep supporting me, and tell your friends to tell a friend to subscribe to my channel as Alex Madiba Show. Thank you so much. Enjoy.